Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Hedera and Hbar. So with that being said, I hope that you are all having a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are out there in the world. A lot has been happening in the last couple, hours, days, weeks, you name it. One of the biggest things that we have been waiting for is Hbar to obviously clear 8.5 cents and close over it. We have failed to do so, so we have been rejecting. So we are just waiting for that to happen. I still believe that Hbar is going to have a very significant breakout this year. And again, that means 2023. So I do think that by the end of the year, we are going to see a significant breakout. Going into 2024, it's going to be very, very exciting. Usually January is a great year for a great month, for Hbar, as we did see back in January of this year. So I don't expect anything less. Also, I am expecting a GC announcement sometime within the next couple months because again, the GC announcements have kind of slowed down, but also Q1 usually is when we start to see some of the largest announcements. But also, as we lead into 2024, I also think that there's going to be a big focus on enterprise adoption of this type of technology. And again, Hedera has become a pioneer for enterprise grade adoption and utility cases. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Hedera can accomplish in 2024. I think that 2024 is going to be a massive year for all of crypto, but specifically for Hedera, I do think that's going to be a great year. Now, with that in mind, let's dive on in and let's actually talk about this year and what has happened in just the last 12 months. So we do see from Elaine Song, this is the ecosystem strategy at the Hbar Foundation. 2023, Hedera network milestones achieved this year. 30 billion transactions, absolutely erupted in terms of volume, 2.7 million accounts, and $3.5 million in revenue. Now, again, this one should be noted because listen, although we have seen incredible growth of the network, $3.5 million in revenue is not going to cut it to push Hbar, which again is something that I've been noting quite a bit around Hbar because as I do get all of the questions, and trust me, I see what you guys are saying. Yes, Hbar has not been moving with the 30 billion transactions on the network. The reason for that is because of the revenue. We need to see a lot more revenue for Hedera. And remember, you cannot compare Hedera to Ethereum because Ethereum transactions for one transaction, you're talking anywhere between $20 to like $200 plus. And again, that's on the slow days. So as we do look at the amount of revenue generated on Ethereum versus like Hedera right now, yeah, it's night and day. But I do believe that we will soon catch up to Ethereum and we will start to see revenue for the year for Hedera ramping up to hundreds of millions to possibly even tens of billions of dollars, which is going to be very, very exciting when it does happen. I do believe that it will. But yeah, I mean, 2024 is going to probably overshadow 2023. But we have seen some very incredible moves made by the Hedera team. It's been a whole year of nothing but constant updates, partnership announcements, major announcements, and moves being made. But also, 2024 strategy. So from the Hbar Foundation, because this is not the Hedera 2024 strategy, we do see that they are going to remain convinced that their four funds, the crypto economy, the fintech and payments, consumer engagement, and the sustainable impact fund, remain the right focus areas for our work. Now, the key areas that they're looking at here is the crypto economy, fintech and payments, consumer engagement, and sustainable impact. So the crypto economy enable the creation and movement of value on chain. Fintech and payments improve efficient value exchange through tokenization. And this is all going to be focused on chain finance. Modernize economic behavior by bridging the existing financial business models and infrastructure on chain while identifying new opportunities for value creation. And then consumer engagement, enable high quality Web3 experiences for brands and consumers. Ecosystem as a service, enable a product suite of interoperable dApps that allow brands to acquire, activate, and engage customers in both their digital and physical worlds. And then also, last but not least, of course, the sustainable impact, bring the balance sheet of the planet to the public ledger. That is a notable quote that we have mentioned multiple times because it is a pretty powerful quote, technically speaking, especially with all the moves made by the Hedera team. Sustainability and climate markets, build the infrastructure for and promote the adoption of verifiable and liquid climate markets. So listen, we are going to see some pretty big moves made in 2024. That's without a doubt. I'm very excited to see a lot of this really become a reality because again, this is a team Like when we look at Hedera and everything that they have said and mentioned in the past, they have done it. Listen, they're not trying to sell you a dream. They're not trying to sell you on hype. They are here to make a major name for themselves. They want to become that 100-year plus company. And I do believe that they are going to become one. But also, outside of that, right, the ecosystem. I'm looking forward to seeing this grow. I mean, this is a massive ecosystem. And this is just a few. There's still many more within the Hedera ecosystem, but it's incredible to see how much growth there actually is. When we go back to 2021, I know that I say this quite a bit, but if you looked at the ecosystem back in 2021 versus now, you'd laugh. And again, as we look at the price of HBAR back in 2021, even at the all-time highs, and we look at HBAR now, right, with everything happening, with everything that has been expanded upon, we could argue that the value of HBAR is at least 2 times what it was at the all-time highs back in 2021. And I do look forward to seeing HBAR perform extremely well and hit some of those higher valuations. Now, outside of the ecosystem, we just seen a huge announcement. This one. So this is from Zepsi. Big shout out to Zepsi. Africa's highest valued fintech, the Flutterwave, acquires 13 new US licenses. This enables faster and more efficient money transfers between the US and Africa. And guess what? Flutterwave announced it's integrating Hedera Hbar USDC at AMD SDH. Check this out. We are facilitating the collection and payout of funds via USDC wallets supported by Hedera. Comprehensive coverage, multiple payment methods as well. And here we have all of it. Guys, it's a big move. They have coverage in 32 countries. And we could actually see on the bottom left, 11 key markets, 70% of Africa's GDP, and 50% of the population. Flutterwave is an absolute giant. Flutterwave at a glance, 200 million transactions, $25 billion plus total payment volume, 600,000 plus transactions, and 20 million plus API calls per day. That's right, per day. Right now, just to give you guys a perspective, the Hedera network is doing about roughly, I think it's like 150 million transactions the last time that I looked at it per day. So this would add a substantial amount of volume to the network. $25 billion total payment volume, 700 plus employees with offices in 12 countries. We could actually see 1 million plus active merchants, some of the largest names out there. Also, greater than 450 million plus total funding. And we could actually see some partnerships actually of Hedera here. FIS, MasterCard. But again, guys, this just shows you how large of an opportunity there is. And here we actually have by 2025, by 2050, I was thinking 2025. I don't know why. I do apologize. But population growth, 2.5 billion people by 2050, 25% of the world. Largest, youngest working age population with 796 million people. Urbanization, connectivity, 500 million plus people leaving the countryside. 475 million plus people with mobile internet access. Rising wealth, 580 million middle class, 116 million upper class by 2030. Consumer spending rising to 2.5 trillion by 2030. Economic growth, 8 out of 10 fastest growing economies in the world, and $52 billion infrastructure investments and 4% average GDP growth. Guys, like I said, this is big moves. Now, beyond this, what's very interesting about this post and the moves that have been being made by Hedera, especially around payments and finance, check this out. December 12th, the BIS put out this report. Central banks in the Americas define technical priorities for a potential CBDC architecture to serve as a reference for countries conducting research or planning to implement a CBDC solution. Now, we've seen Juan actually respond back to this. No meme, no money over on X. 8 BIS member central banks in the Americas agree on high-level requirements for retail CBDCs on modular design, account token, legacy links, APIs, 4 functions, centralized issuance / destruction, operations, scalability, UX, and features, cyber resilience, and third-party services. And here we actually see all of the major priorities within a CBDC. You could actually see this more if you wanted to go and look into it from the BIS. You guys are more than welcome to. But we did see a response by a very interesting individual, Carmel Cadet, founder and CEO of MTech. Remember that MTech was and is working with Hedera on a potential digital US dollar, but they've also been working together on multiple CBDC initiatives. And there's already a PDF file out there with Hedera, MTech, and many other players regarding a CBDC. We built this and more. Centralized issuance provides trust. Bitcoin also has this. Then we use a public ledger, Hedera, to provide transparency. Our modular platform plus API infrastructure allows for token management, decentralized and compliant access. We call it a digital cash infrastructure. And remember that Hedera has become a key player within the MTech tech stack, and MTech has become an absolute giant. If you guys are not following MTech, I highly suggest all of you do so and look into their white papers, because they have been making very, very large moves, especially in just the last couple months. They are a key player to look into. And talking about that, there's been a lot of events like this one, for example, where we do see MTech being spotlighted as a key player, especially around CBDCs and development around CBDC platforms as well. Like I said, pay attention to the moves being made. And also, check this out. Check out the areas the 10 participants of the ECD hackathon focused on: agriculture, B2B, credit scoring, transparent taxation, G2P payments, backend interoperability layer, investment into securities and crowdfunding. While we wait for the results tomorrow, we really don't know. Which area do you think we will win? Post a comment. And here we have Innovation Showdown, and these are the key players here. Again, when we look at the partners, there you guys have it again. The Hbar Foundation, Microsoft, Hedera Hashgraph, Mest, and Start. Remember what I've said about Microsoft. They are well connected with Hedera. They have been working together for a very long time. And as we look at this project here and what MTech has been doing for a while, it is very significant. Very significant. All of the initiatives that are underway, especially around MTech and their platform with CBDCs, they are becoming an absolute giant here around CBDC initiatives. But also, they already launched the Green CBDC. This is a major framework, and we do see governing for impact, reimagining trust through transparency, embracing sustainable use of energy in the digital world, empowering innovation with core infrastructure, and nurturing inclusive and resilient ecosystems. We actually see everything that they are focused on here. Again, they are leveraging significant technology, and DLT is a key thing. Hedera is a massive player within this initiative, and we could actually see why Green CBDC. They do note the BIS, the IMF, and even the World Economic Forum. Again, all elite organizations, which I've talked about why it's beneficial to invest in technology that is also being promoted by the elites. Again, the elites are usually the ones in control, and they also very well always win. But also why MTech? Again, you can see that. Here's their mission: leveraging technology to enable access to inclusive and resilient financial ecosystems across the globe. Global impact as well. And again, here are the initiatives. Gas emissions between Bitcoin and Hedera. These are the major differences. You could also see frequently asked questions as well. If you guys did want to learn more about this, you guys are more than welcome to. But also beyond this, well, here's the launch of it. And at the bottom here, you can actually see that Microsoft was also being quoted here. But we do see down here, the MTech leadership and founding team also includes DR Maurice, a finance industry regulator with an extensive portfolio of risk management duties, who served at the Federal Reserve, the U.S. Treasury Department, and as an advisor to central banks in emerging and transitional markets. Again, as we look at the team behind MTech, it's very stacked. Even Carmel Cadet, she was a former IBM Corporation business executive with experience in enterprise software, blockchain, and even global fintech innovation. So this is the perfect match for Hedera. And they even do mention how central banks today hold more than $9 trillion in paper cash. And they want to digitize that paper currency. And we even see MTech provides central banks an action-ready toolset for new and inclusive monetary policy and the guardrails for efficient transfer of an estimated $90 trillion in cash payments. Yeah, I'd pay attention to MTech today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life, because MTech is a key accelerator of this. And we even see Microsoft Azure being mentioned. It's a key enabler of the digital transformation journey of customers all over the world. We look forward to helping MTech on its global mission to enable accelerated central bank digital innovation harnessed on Microsoft's highly secure, compliant, and scalable Azure platform. And again, Microsoft is teamed up here with MTech and also with Hedera. So you need to pay attention to the connections here. It's very significant. And like I said, Hedera is leading the way. They are a massive giant in not only the enterprise world and the retail world, but also in the financial realm. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on for more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join for Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Peace out.